Let's move over to this now. Enough is enough. That is the sentiment shared by Durban residents as they take to the streets to air their views and concerns. The Department of Justice and Public Prosecutions are joining hands with locals to march against bullying. Now, this comes amidst the 16 Days of Activism campaign. eNCA reporter Nqobile Madlala is on the ground following developments around this march and, of course, the very latest in this regard. A very good morning to you, Nqobile. No doubt a very important cause for the different stakeholders I've mentioned in my intro to take part in. Give us a sense on what you are hearing on the ground and whether there has been a huge crowd of people to come in and support this particular issue or the raising of concerns of this issue.
Well, Rafiwa, it's already started, so I'm going to walk so you can see what's happening. But we basically have parents here. We have some of the students as well that are coming from various high schools. We understand that they've been invited by different departments as well as Department of Education, which has also taken part in all of what you see. But we do understand that they are going to be starting the march shortly, but they're still waiting to see also the Deputy Minister as well as other parts that will be taking part in this. So I want to speak to the DPP here in the province to sort of gauge and have an idea in terms of what will happen today. DPP.
Okay, the purpose of today is for us to do a walk against bullying, especially bullying at schools. It has now become a pandemic and we need to create awareness that we are dealing with it also from a legal perspective. But as I've already indicated, there is no crime called bullying. Bullying comes out from the crime that has been committed. So you'll see an assault take place as a result of bullying. You'll see an assault GPH come out as a result of bullying. You'll see contravening of the harassment Act that is coming out. So this is the purpose. We want to say Department of Education, SAPS, NPA, let's deal with this. Let's not look at it as a minor crime, because behind that crime that is committed, there may be the issue of bullying.
And I mean, how can you deal with it? I mean, we understand that, like you're saying, assault and all sort of things are coming out in the legal perspective, but how else do you then deal with it? Because many of these issues, many of these incidents happen behind closed doors. They happen in schools. They happen in a place where maybe the victim can't even speak up.
Okay. I've always said we as parents have a great role to play. We need to have that social aspect. We can't lose sight of it. So bullying these days is also coming out through social media. Many of us as parents don't even know what is going on our phones. Also, another thing that I have a problem with is that we've got our children have got different characters. When your child starts being withdrawn, you need to start getting the child to open up and inquire what is the problem, what is going on. So it is important that, and the schools as well, the schools really need to deal with this seriously. If we do not deal with it, it just escalates and the children starts not being able to do well at school. But I think the worst fear is the fact that a suicide can also occur because the bullying was never dealt with. But we need to do an awareness so that we encourage our children to come out and say, I am being bullied, and indicate how they're being bullied, and then to try and take the matter forward.
So why highlight it under 16 Days of Activism?
It's important that we highlight it because it is about, it's a violence. It's not just about a specific sexual orientation or sexual group. It is part and parcel. Bullying is part and parcel of the whole GBV issue that we are trying to address. So it has to be part of the 16 days. And even though we are focused on it today, I can assure you there are certain other programs that we are going to be engaging in, because we want Department of Education and Department of Social Development to be with us to address this issue, especially at schools.
What kind of programs are we talking about? And if you can give us an idea, how long is the distance and what will happen in the end?
I believe the distance is about 2 kilometers that we're going to be walking in, but the sort of programs that I would like to happen is in and around in KwaZulu-Natal, whereby we can get school children into venues and address these issues of bullying and other issues that the children may be experiencing. These are our leaders for tomorrow. We cannot afford to lose them in the system.
Thank you very much. Well, there you have it, Rafiwa. You can see various people and NGOs as well as different departments coming together, holding hands really against bullying. These are parents, these are some of the students that are part of this movement, and they're saying that these are the leaders of tomorrow. And so those leaders of tomorrow need not to be bullied, but also to understand, if they are, how to tackle that issue.